No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Aztecs have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So Alabama's offense will have the football first. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Dropping back. It's Abraham. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, and zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Alabama! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Aztecs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give...
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Trying to ball his way in. Touchdown time. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Guys, let's think just for a minute about big picture San Diego State. They reached the national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason. To be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy, and you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
The Aztecs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. And the timing just a hair off. Veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Aztecs are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the right. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. The Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lost a throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Flips it out in the flat. He'll try to take it back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Abraham. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. looking to fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Now on the return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll leave it with him. Thrust that arm out. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Right back to the well. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Under fire. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's first. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He wants to throw it. Back's got it. And they will score. Touchdown, San Diego State.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to pass, it's Abraham. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Snagged in the middle, it's Stoneburner. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Right on the money. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Got his man. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Scanning the field, it's Abraham. Finds his big tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Power football with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. This will be the 9th play of the drive coming up. It's a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team, led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin, would just steamroll teams. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Aztecs want to move quickly. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets it out quickly. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete on the right side. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Aztecs! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Breaks into the open. 30, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bama! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Dumps it to the back. Another incompletion on third down. The Aztecs will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Abraham. Good timing on the quick out. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Looking to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got his man. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Drag down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box and more guys to the run. Maybe opening up for the passing.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got his man quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Aztecs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. They'll go to the ground. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State! And here they come, almost all the way back. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Wisconsin was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Camp Randall. In fact, I think in the end the difference may have been that Badgers crowd who heads for the gates with the win. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the...
There we go! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from the... And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. And the Aztecs moving quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Aztecs are flying down the field.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Aztecs! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Abraham. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Quickly complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He'll sneak it.
Offside defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. The play-action fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Complete to the left. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Pulls it in. It's Addison. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Addison. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wall. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Wants to throw it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down, still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account.
Touchdown, San Diego State! They looked finished, but they weren't. Still fighting, and we're locked up. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Quickly complete. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Abraham. Makes the grab. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
So important keeping those new downs coming. Getting that first down. We don't need to panic right now. We got a long way to go. We still got plenty of time to accomplish it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Got his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Defense wants to bring the heat. He'll off one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Fires to the right. This time he's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wall. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Trying to take it back. The 20. Touchdown time. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
They call it a long shot for a reason because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Bama! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a